Hi there, this is Pam, Pam's Paper Place, and we are continuing on working on this. It's quite heavy, this little farmhouse journal. So we're going to work on this piece here, the little snippet roll. So let's start that. And if you have the kit that you bought for me, this farmhouse little kit, you'll find a little package like this, and in it you can take out the little doily pieces. We'll probably use that, and then part of this probably, and let's use for the snippet roll, I don't think we need more than this. Let me double check. Oh yeah, this will be plenty. And then, you know, just do the whole thing so you could cut off a bit and use that in your journal for more little snippets. Actually, this is pretty wide. Let's see. I made some before, you know, just to have on hand, and this is without like the buttons, or you know, you're going to put little buttons and things on. So it's kind of fun to have things going, and I haven't trimmed up the edges or anything, so this is one that I've done a while back. Nothing's trimmed up. So there's that one. Now this one's thinner, and this is the, you know, without trimming anything. So a little farmhouse, and that's different colors, more reds, and we have, you know, it depends, you know, what fabrics you have on here. Actually, I think this would be enough in the width-wise. So let's cut this down just a little bit, unless you want it wide. Let's see what this is. 2 inches. So let's cut it down to 2 inches. I hope you're having fun and following along. If you have any questions, please just put it in the comments. I'd be happy to answer anything you might want to know. And you can use this as little ties and things for your tags. Ruffle, save that. So now we're going to make our snippet roll. And I have this. Oh, you know what? And we did not use this, so we're going to, we can use this for a pocket or things too. We didn't use this when we made, so far we're at this point. And on the inside, it just looks too pretty. I don't need this in the center, but I mean, if you did it, oops, I am so sorry. If you did that, that's fine too. But I kind of like it is. And that's the sheet we used. And let's trim up before we start on this. We didn't trim the bottom because I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted. I'm going to leave this part at the top, and then the bottom we're going to trim off here. And I think I will use my, if you have them. If not, don't worry about it. So I'm going to trim along the edge. You can kind of see through here. I'm going to give it a little bit of room. Let me move this here. And I do have my rooster cup for the farmhouse journal. Okay, let's see here. Or if I should, which side I should cut it from. I think I'm going to go with this side. Just make sure you don't cut anything else like your ties. Oh, I need to, some things, and then I'm going to cut along there too. Okay. And it doesn't need to be perfect because we don't want it to be perfect. We want it to be made well, but we don't want it to have the look of store-bought or manufactured product. It's not what a junk journal is, right? We want something with personality, charm. Let it be whimsical. I'm kind of whimsical, although it doesn't show, maybe, I don't think. Okay. My husband's always saying, I'm whimsical. I drive whimsically. I cut with a knife whimsically. I think that's a code word for something. I'm not sure, but just trying to be nice. He says I'm whimsical. I'll take that. Okay, I'm going to start on this side. And I'll probably come back and cut that a little more evenly. And then you can always use, oh no, what did I do? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Yep, I'll turn that up a little more, but for now, that looks good. And then I'm going to, once I put my snippet roll there, I chose this to put over this part here. Just some little appliques. Okay, let's do the top too. So I'm just going to cut across the top. I'll be right back. Okay, I trimmed that up. And I kind of like how that is kind of fluffing up there. So then I may add, I'm not sure, but I'm just going to leave that for now. And I may put like a little lace piece or something there. So for now, I'm just not going to cut that. So I just trimmed up edges, and that's what we have so far. Now let's cut along here. I think I'll just use regular. Be nice if I could just tear it. Let's try it. Let's see if that's going to tear. It did tear. I kind of like that. You can still see the lace. I need to glue this down more here. I love this piece of vintage bed sheet, and I found a couple more, so I'm gonna make some bundles for my shop maybe, or just use them in other kits. I think the next kit and tutorial I'll do would be one, I think a shabby chic one. I haven't done one of those in a while. So I think that would be fun. If you want to follow along with the next tutorial, and I'll make some packs up too for that. Probably 5 like I did this time. And those did sell out, and I'm really thankful. Thank you for all my friends who bought them. I could put a little too much on there. That's a little wet. Too much glue. Let's see if I can trim this up a little bit and tear it. You can just cut it if you want. I'm just gonna kind of like that torn edge. Whoops. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. There we go. Now let's start on our snippet roll. So we have this piece here. And what I do is I just gather, this is from the kit too, some of this, some bed sheets, or you got trims and doilies and appliques and little flowers. And then I'm going to put one of my cherished vintage yo-yos. And then also a while back I made little snippets, and these will be good on snippet roll. Just get all your little pieces and put maybe 3 or 4, and then zigzag and little fibers. Just go for it. See, I think I have 3 fabrics, a little fiber, a little trim. I got to take my nail polish off today. Look at that cute one. Whoops, that's not even on there, but I'll probably put that on. And then you can add more things to it later, like buttons and rickrack and buttons, applique, burlap. But these are just like a little base. Burlap. You have burlap in your kit too. So let's start with these. And you have some of this too, flannel. Depends what color. Kind of coordinates, but doesn't have to be perfect. I know I have blues and yellows. So now just gather all your things, little bits and pieces, laces, burlap, whatever you have, and we'll make a snippet roll. So I can't bring my sewing machine over there, but I'll show you basically how I do it. Just go with it. Don't, don't overthink it. Little laces, so I'll bring my pile of this over. Little things. And like this, I can hot glue later onto it. And then I have a couple of these that are full of little bits of trims and things. So I can take these and add them to my snippet. So this is how I do it. I will go over to my machine and I will bring over my little pile here, and I will, just as I sew, go down. I'll go down the middle, zigzag, and then I'll come back this way and I'll sew this way, and then I'll sew 3 lines on the side, in the middle, and on this side here. And then just as I sew, I will have my snippets ready, and in little pieces, and I'll add them on, and away we go. And I will return and show you what I've made. All right, here's just a rough example, and I'll trim things up. I sewed, a couple times, and then we can, whoops, just trim it up a bit. Like that, and then we can add like buttons and appliques, little flowers, things like that. And then probably hot glue things that are still not down, or you could put Fabri-Tac on it also. And then buttons. I'm not going to do the buttons right now because I'm going to take the time to, you know, sew them, you know, put the thread through. So I will just take some little flowers. And what colors? We kind of have orange and yellows. Orange, yellow, appliques. I'm going to cut a doily in half. Like I did here. Oh, I put a little doily here, flowers, and then we have some of this left over, and I just put a little X. I cut it in the ticking, and then I made a heart, and then I just made an X in the middle and put that there, and then I have these little precious little, you know what they are here, and then I have these that little rooster, and just a little fabric like that. So we'll just, I'll add some things here, but I'll add my buttons a little later. So let's see. I think we can just put this on now, and then we'll add our daisy trim. And I have this little in this little pack in my little Farmhouse ephemera pack. I had a little chicken, and there's buttons in here too. Puzzle piece. Where's the chicken? Uh-oh. I don't see the chicken. I'll have to get the chicken, but it's this piece, and I'll add that on a little later. But see that little chicken? Cute. So I'll leave a space for that. So now we're going to hot glue or glue it. Let's see what we think would be best. I'm just going to tie this so it doesn't get in the way. I don't know the length of this yet I want it at, so I'll just keep it long for now. So, do we like it this way? Or do we like it going this way? I think I like it the other way, this way. That we will glue that down. And I don't exactly like this red here, so I'm going to cut it there, and hopefully it won't be short, right? No, I can always add on something. So I'm going to cut it there. So then we're going to add this, and then we'll add our daisy trim, which will be, I don't want to be too short, so I'll cut it. I left my sewing scissors over by the sewing machine, so let's go here. And then, like I said, I usually decorate my cover last, but so we'll add more things, like we're going to add this here later, and then buttons and things like that. We'll just add that later. So let's glue this on, and I had this under here. You can tuck things under here. I also was thinking, am I recording? I hope so. Yeah. I was thinking of maybe having something like this tuck out or tuck to the top. I'm not sure. I am going to just cut a little piece off. I know. It's scary because it's a beautiful little handkerchief, but look, we're going to use it. That's kind of pretty. Actually, it's very pretty. Because then we're going to have that daisy trim. Okay. Let's just be brave and do it. I can trim some of this up later too. All right, let's get going here. I might have to sit down, so I hope you can see what I'm doing here. And we'll get this to the edge of, now wait a minute. Now I kind of just work on the fly, as you can tell. Don't have it really planned out. Yeah, I think we want that over that. Yes, we do. Okay. Let's go for it then. Okay. I love that little hanky. It's got the daisies and the colors in it. Okay. Yeah. Got hot glue where I didn't want it. That is hot. And then just, you can pick up a little bit here and tuck. Okay. I wonder if I'll put this somewhere here. I think I will. Maybe I'll put it up here. No, I need more things here. Okay, let's bring it around. Cute. A little carrot there. I'm putting glue kind of where the stitches were, so I can kind of tuck some things if I want. So lift that up for a little tuck of the doily. And like I said, we'll be adding, I mean, not that red one, but we'll be adding all kinds of little things later. So this is not it, folks. We have more things to make it pretty a little later. Okay. That is really pretty. I like it. Yes, and like I said, then we're going to add the beautiful little these things, but let's put the daisy down. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Get a little more glue here. So I hope you're having fun following along, and just go for it. Don't be perfect. Just make it how you want it. This is turning out so cute. I can trim that. Loving it. And it's fun. And we'll just cover that little edge there. Got a little extra one here. We'll just cut it off and use it someplace else. Okay, I gotta get my little rooster. Let me get that. I'll be right back, folks.